Connected. A guide for leading in a more human way. Written by Jami Varela. Narrated by Paige Reisenfeld. I dedicate this book to my precious daughter, Ava. She is my raison d'etre, my reason for being, and my why. She is the strongest and closest connection I have in my world. She drives me every day to get up and show up at my best. When my epilepsy gets me down and out, or if I'm just having a stressful day at work, I remind myself that she is my sunshine, and I owe it to her to pull myself together, get my priorities in order, and be grateful for each memory I have created with her, and will continue to create. Thank you, dear daughter, for showing me the meaning of life, the value of giving myself in service to others and the greater good. You make me a better person, and you make me want to continue to grow. Introduction. The struggle. You're a superstar sales rep, breaking records and gaining an unparalleled reputation for closing deals. Other reps look up to you, and your boss is consistently impressed with your performance. It's inevitable that eventually the company would ask you to transition into leadership, so when the day comes that you're offered a promotion, you're already expecting it. You couldn't be more qualified, or so you think, so you accept the promotion and become a sales manager. And then, everything changes. For the first time in a very long time, you suck at your job. As a sales rep, you were a goal-chasing, deal-closing ace, focused entirely on your own achievements and completely invested in your own success. As a manager, you're no longer a star, you're support, and almost none of the skills you developed over the years seem to apply. Rather than feeling like the next logical step forward in your career, the promotion feels like a sudden, wild turn into left field. You used to come to work every day feeling confident, knowing what you were doing, but you now find yourself floundering. You are a great sales rep, but you're kind of a crappy sales manager. Your team doesn't seem to like you, and quite frankly, you're becoming less fond of them. Why did I ever accept that stupid promotion, you wonder? I'm no good at dealing with these sales reps and their endless issues. I wish I was back in my old job. At least then I knew what I was doing. It's a painful wake-up call, and it's all too common, especially in the world of sales. You're a star performer, so you get promoted to management. But the role of leadership is very different from what you did before, so you find yourself failing at it. After years of success, you can no longer figure out how to do your job well. All the shiny sales awards hanging on the wall in your office seem like a cruel joke now. The company assumed that you would do a good job as a leader because you did a good job in your previous role. However, just because you were a good sales rep doesn't mean you know how to coach, mentor, and manage a team. And when it doesn't come naturally to you, you get increasingly frustrated and begin to second-guess your abilities. You think, what in the world happened to me? Why am I struggling so much? I was a winner, and now I kind of feel like a loser. That mounting frustration inevitably leaks out into your performance. You take it out on your direct reports, which spreads the frustration to the rest of the team. Team performance takes a hit, which begins to impact the bottom line. And that's a big problem. Your transition into management is also difficult for your former peers, all those reps who used to work side by side with you. When one of their own suddenly rises from the ranks and begins telling them what to do, it can cause a lot of tension. Your job title might have changed, but they still remember when you were cold calling and schmoozing prospects in the cubicle zoo right beside them. So whose fault is it that you're not doing well? The fact is, companies rarely do a good job of communicating what the transition to leadership is going to look like. The poor, struggling leader receives little training and minimal help. They don't know where to turn, so they keep floundering and flailing about until they come to some tragic end. All of these stories tend to end the same way. Either the leader jumps ship and tries again somewhere else, or they decimate their team and get fired. Jumping ship might seem like a better option for the company. If someone can't cut it as a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?